Welcome to the 8th episode of the Other Animals podcast. We've got
Ooh, we made it. It's 8. It's episode 8. We made it all the way. Welcome, everyone.
we're only just getting started.
That's right. We got a big list to go down. And on the top of the list, we have our very special guest, mariomario4156,
AKA
Hello.
Judd.
Yay!
aka Judd. How are you today, Judd?
I am good. I'm great.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I've been waiting to come on, but I've been excited. Like Soda, you told me that I think last year? I think we were even
Yeah.
talking about this.
We were talking about
and
it
I
like
was
6 months ago.
yeah. I was in Boston, and all I was thinking was I realized that Bulk was coming on before me, and I was like, okay, how am I gonna be funnier than Bulk? And I'm like, I can't. It's impossible. Bulk's just a unique individual, and I can't do it. I don't think I'm qualified to. So good
I
on you,
agree.
Bulk.
I think he's a very unique individual indeed, and I really enjoyed doing that episode with Olivia.
Yeah, I was listening to it yesterday, and he's talking about planes from beats on his teeth. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
That was the best part.
the teeth drumming. It still blows my mind. He sent another audio clip in the Discord server of him teeth drumming, and it sounds so good. It's ridiculously good. I don't understand how he does it. It still boggles my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy. Should I introduce myself? I guess.
Yeah,
Please
please.
do.
Okay, hello. I'm mariomario4156. I'm 19. I'm a guy, and hopefully I could get a girlfriend or something one day. But in the meantime,
Good luck. You got
thank you.
this.
I make stuff on the internet, and this can range from animations to music videos to mashups. I can do a lot of things. And yeah, I have a YouTube channel with the same name, and I just make stuff on there for fun. That's about it.
Yeah, I love how creative our community is. Every person we interview has some sort of artwork or something going on in their life. It's really great. And
Yeah.
your AMVs are pretty good.
I was gonna
thank
mention the AMVs. I am a big fan of your AMVs.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about making a new one. I'm converting MKV files to MP4. I'm gonna do it on a Call Me Can't Communicate, and I'm gonna do it with what was that Bruno Mars song? It was the one from 2013. Look, the only
Grenade?
no, it's Locked Out of Heaven or something.
Uh,
Is that what
Yeah.
it's
Oh yeah,
called?
the for so long.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna do it to that because I just remember that from 2013, and I was that's so nostalgic to me, and I'm like, hey, that could fit with Call Me Can't Communicate.
They're both romance, right?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. And then I'm like, but this one, I want to do crazy effects with it. I want it to be I want the timing to be perfect because my last AMV, it was a Madoka Magica one. It was good, but the timing isn't perfect, and it still bugs me. With me, I think I'm kind of a perfectionist when I make stuff. It has to be really good to where I like it. And if it's not amazing, it's just good. It's still good, but it's I don't know. it's kind of off. It feels off to me.
Yeah, as
Um,
artists, we always have high standards for ourselves, so that's very
Yeah,
relatable.
yeah,
very true.
yeah.
What do you use to edit your AMVs and, like, do all of your creative endeavors?
So to do all my creative endeavors, I have a MacBook Pro. Um, um, and I have a Final Cut Pro. X. Wait, is that? No, it's just a normal Final Cut Pro. And I use Final Cut Pro. And sometimes I push Final Cut Pro so hard that it's literally lagging when I'm editing the video. And sometimes it
Mm.
won't even export because I'm pushing it so hard. Like, okay, an example of this is I'm doing one with keyframes. But before, I'm doing like a music video right now with like keyframes and all that. That's coming soon. It has like visual novel, like video game characters and like singing to like ELO's living thing. And it's like a music video with that. But before I give you an example, Mama Luigi's music video. I made that and it's basically keyframe animation. What that is when you have a picture and you can like move it around in your editing software. But there's a way where you can like move it around and you can like animate it moving around. So I was there with my friend Erie Oreo. Shout out to him. And we basically I was editing the whole thing and he was giving me ideas. So it was like our collaborative project. And so I had to like move Mama Luigi like so much. There's one shot where there's like 1,000 billion Mama Luigi's just
Oh,
floating
no.
around in it. All
Wow.
all that is I just got one shot where he's just floating. And then I copied and pasted it. And then I moved each Mama Luigi around and I like made them bigger. And then I made that into a what's called a compound clip. It's kind of like in like a photo editing software where you can like
Put
link.
things into folders.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Put the layers into like one big layer. It's like that.
Yeah.
So I did that. And then I copied that and then I pasted that. And then I moved that. And then I kept doing that until like there was like a million of them.
I see how that can put a load on your final cut. Yeah.
Yeah, my I put a setting on it where it it plays the video better, but it's like not as intense because sometimes I can't even like before I couldn't even like play the video. Sometimes you just like die. But I mean, my editing software is great. And I really do
Yeah.
push it to the boundary. Like with this new one that I'm making, I have like the uh, I'll give you an example. I have like Yui from Doki Doki Literature Club. So I have her and she's holding like a Guitar Hero guitar. And like I'm like, okay, I wanna have her like playing it. So I got like I got an arm of hers and I had to like mask it out and I had to cut it all out and then I put that above the guitar layer and then I keyframe animated like her like strumming the guitar and stuff. And then I made all of that into like a compound clip. This this takes a while. Like I think for keyframe animation, it's like normal animation, but like you already have the stuff there. You just have to like move it around. I think it takes like 30 minutes at least to like do like one scene. Like 30 minutes, probably maybe 20. I don't know. Takes a
Do
while.
you make your own animations and you consider yourself like an animation fan, right?
Yeah, yeah. I also, yeah, I do a lot of animation a lot of different styles. I started out with stop motion because
Ooh,
it's
that's a
the
good
easiest.
start.
All
Yeah.
you gotta do is like get action figures or like get Lego to just move them around. Um, so I started out doing stop motion actually. My first ever video is a stop motion animation of Mario and Sonic, and they fight each other.
Is that where you got your name from?
No, my name, Mario4156, I think it's inspired by two things. So, I've always loved Mario. Um, when I was growing up. I mean, yeah, it's like no duh. The guy named
So it
Mario
is
likes Mario.
Mario
Yeah, it is
from
Mario
Mario.
from
Okay, okay,
Super
okay.
Mario. I
Mhm.
played a lot of like Mario, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Kart,
Yep.
um,
Great guy, Mario.
Mario 64 is like one of my favorite games of all time. It,
Classic. That's a
I
classic.
remember when that came out for Wii U, and I like freaked out, and I like my I don't know, my dad was doing something. I came in and I'm like, look, Mario 64 is on Wii U. Look, we gotta buy this now, because I really like Mario 64 because I was into this YouTuber SMG4 who made Mario 64 bloopers, and my friend Matthew actually introduced it to me. And he would literally recreate the bloopers word line by line, and he would even do like the Mario impression. So he would be like, "Mom." So one of the jokes was Mario would curse. It would tell like he says, "Mama mia," but it sounded like he said mother f word. So what my friend Matthew would do is um he would be like, Mother beep," and he'd be like, and then Steve comes in, he's like, "Hi guys," and Mario said, "Hi Steve," and then some other stuff. He would just explain like these grand Mario stories, and I thought he was just making them up. And then one day I come back and I'm like, "All right, tell me another Mario story." He's like, "Dude, just look it up on your own. It's on YouTube," and I'm like, "Oh." So I went and I looked it up, and yeah. And hey, you know the saying, you're probably not supposed to be watching something when you're little, but you still watch it? Well,
Oh, yeah.
that's the internet for you. And on the
Yep.
internet, you can get either A, scarred for life, B, learn something new, or C, learn something crazy, and then have that inspire the stuff that you make.
Wow, you really summed it up. I mean, that's pretty much
Damn.
my experience of the internet too.
Yeah, yeah. And I really love SMG4's old stuff. Now his new stuff isn't that great. It's more like it's like he went from a show with teenagery jokes, adult themes, whatnot, to like a kid show. And, like he removed certain characters, like Steve barely shows up anymore. See from Minecraft, freaking
So like he was making it an adult teen oriented show when you were a kid, and
yeah,
then now that you're an adult, like you don't like it because it's for kids.
yeah. That's what he
So
did.
they did a swap on you
Yeah,
basically.
because I think when everyone says that started to go for a downfall when Maggie got introduced. That's like the Squid Girl from Splatoon, and then she was originally like, "Oh, okay, it's a side character, okay," but then like new characters kept popping up, like who the heck is Fishy Boopkins? Who the heck is Bob? Who the heck is freaking this weird anime chick? What the heck happened to Minecraft Steve? What the heck happened to like the the cards from like the Golden Eye? What the heck happened to the old man?
Wait,
Like
what how often do
Pokemon.
these things come out?
Sounds like a long series, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
how long has it been going on
so
for, and how often do they release?
2011.
2011? Okay, and they're still going?
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's over
how
10 years.
many of them are there? Like, how many
Oh
episodes?
my God, there's like hundreds. There's like hundreds.
And have you seen all of them, or
I started watching them around the time, like 2013, I would say. 2012, maybe 2013. Around the time that he was still doing the Mario and Luigi series where they were like, yeah, The Adventures of Mario and Luigi, which is a series that I highly recommend because it is hilarious.
does it still, hold
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
You must have been like 9 years old then, right? 2013?
2013. Yeah, yeah,
That's about
yeah.
when I started watching YouTube too, when I was 9.
Yeah, I started watching YouTube when I was, like, probably 7 or 8. I
I
made my first channel when I was 8,
really?
long
Nice.
ago.
Can
Yeah.
I see it?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's called, Poppermanclubpenguin, and it's you can still see all my old Club Penguin videos, well, at least the ones that haven't been taken down from, like, copyright.
Cool.
You know, for
Um,
the longest time, Boby, I thought your actual last name was Popperman. Like, I thought that was a real name.
No, it's just what my Club Penguin account was called, and then, like, what my Webkins account was called, and all the important accounts until I just gave up on that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Club Penguin's cool. I remember that.
Yeah.
God. I think I think I started watching YouTube when I was like, I want to say 7, because like my parents wouldn't let me watch YouTube like when I was younger. And hey, thank God for that, because like my cousin Daniel watched YouTube when he was like, I don't know, like a baby, right? When he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, little. And
Seems
dude,
to be common nowadays.
he
Yep.
is addicted to it. Like he literally cries when he gets his freaking Switch taken away from him, and it's like, oh no, man. I just think, oh man, I'm so happy that my parents actually didn't, get me on technology until I was like, you know,
A little
well,
bit older, yeah.
yeah, technically, the first ever YouTube video, I think I still remember it because it scared the crap out of me. Do you guys remember like those videos where like whoever was in the bath and then like he would scream when like
Yeah.
something? Yeah. So that was my first video, and it was like I don't know what was on the door that came out, but I want to say it was like Jeff the Killer or like some creepy pasta crap. And like I got so scared of it, but I was intrigued. I was intrigued.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this website? I need to investigate.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
I've had so many experiences like that too with creepypasta. Like, it terrifies you, but also draws you in.
Yeah, I think creepypastas, like, I didn't realize this until I was much older. Like, when I got into My Little Pony and I listened to, like, the creepypastas in My Little Pony, I was like, oh, wait, I guess I like scary stuff, huh?
Mhm.
Like,
When did you first, like, encounter pony stuff online?
the first pony thing I saw online was like something related to cupcakes. Basically, I used to
Oh,
watch
wow.
all these Mario plush videos. Okay,
This
I
adds up.
I like Mario. Can you
Yeah.
tell?
Yeah.
hey, hey guys, can you tell I like Super Mario yet? Yeah, but it was a Mario plush video and it was hilarious because they were. It was so you know those Smosh videos where they were like I don't know video games, but if they were real. It was
Yeah.
basically like creepy pastas, but if they were real. So they had a skit where it's like, oh no, it's Slender Man. And then Mario's like, wait a minute, you don't have a face. How are you alive? And then Slender Man's like, oh yeah, you're right. And he just dies. And then Mario's like, okay, it was like funny,
Huh?
but they had a cupcake skit in there, with like
In one of
Pinkie
these
Pie.
Mario plush videos?
Yeah, in this
Uh-huh.
video, where they're making fun of creep pizzas. It's like cupcakes, and Biggie's like, "Hey, come into like my basement, whatever." Mario's like, "Okay," and then you just see like 10 seconds there, and it's like Mario just getting stabbed by like Pinkie Pie, and it's like, okay, what? Um,
Wow. I can't believe your first, encounter with the My Little Pony fandom was cupcakes. I
my
don't know if I've heard that before.
my
That's
friend
interesting.
Yeah.
Cassidy Wilms said that her first encounter was Smile HD, so I think I had the
Oh,
good end
wow.
of the stick.
I think mine was probably, like, in 2012 or something, seeing it in, like, YouTube poops or whatever. Cause
Yeah,
like, there was a lot of overlap and people that were making that style of video and, like, also, referencing ponies in it, but I guess the creepypasta path is, like, maybe more common than you think, Danny, because it's like, these videos are super popular and they, like, fill that niche of being, like, innocent, but also super edgy, you know? And I think kids really dig that stuff.
yeah. I used to really be into creepypastas
Yeah, I guess I
around
don't know kids today, huh?
Yeah.
2013, I would say. 2013. Yeah. I actually thought a lot of them were real. So when I would go, I had like a therapist, and I would be like, "Hey, I'm scared of this thing," and then we would make up stories, and it would be like, "Oh, it's a good guy," or "Oh, it's like all right." So like for Slenderman, it's like, "Oh, he lost his wife," and he's like trying to look for his wife, and then like, "Oh, when he sees you, he hugs you." And then, like, for, like, Sonic WXC, it's like, "Oh, well, he's a hedgehog, so you can just, like, step on him." You know
Judd,
you know
have you seen a film called We're All Going to the World's Fair?
No, what's that?
It's a film about, like, someone who grows up, like, consuming creepypasta-esque content and just, like, the repercussions of it, and I think it's really good, and I wonder if you would, like, relate to it just based on the premise alone.
That seems cool. I think for me, I think scary stuff kinda just inspires me. Like, in the way where I'm like, "Okay, how do I make this funny?
Mhm.
How do I take this and, like, screw with it and just, like, make something crazy where people, like, wouldn't even, like, expect it."
Oh, you know what
Right,
that
right.
reminds me of?
What?
Reminds me of the Giggle at the Ghosties song from the first episode of My Little
Yeah.
Pony.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. On that note, I should probably explain how I got into My Little Pony.
And
Um,
you should
Yeah.
also say what your favorite pony is, but
Yeah, I was
please
just
do
gonna
yes,
ask
I
explain.
that too.
will. Um, so, funny story, 2020. Uh, I learned how to eat and all that. We'll get into, like, that later. But basically,
Mhm.
I'm eating a bowl of like soup, and on the
Mhm.
soup, it has My Little Ponies on it. You know how it's all the characters. And I remember, oh yeah, I watched this show like on years ago, like in 20. I don't know. I would say 2017, 2016. One day, my first ever time watching it, I was in the bath and I'm like, I'm gonna just watch My Little Pony today for the hell of it. So I go downstairs and I watch it before school, and it's like the Christmas Carol episode with like Starlight. I don't understand what the heck's happening. What's going on? I thought Starlight summoned Applejack, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense for Christmas Carol. What the
I don't know
fuck?
if I have seen that even.
Haven't
Oh,
seen it
it's
either.
great. It's so good.
Hmm.
But anyways, I was basically, you know how your mind sometimes is like, oh, I don't want to like this thing, so it just or like how it doesn't like something, and then it just starts like, like making
It,
fun
like,
of it
creeps
pretty
up on
much.
you, or
No, like it pretty much like makes fun of it. So you just like
what do you mean? Like, give me an
so
example.
when I was watching the show, I didn't understand it, and I didn't think I wanted to like it because I was just making fun of it. I'm like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Or like Nick pick. God, what's the word? Nick picking. Nick picking.
Nitpick?
Nick.
Nitpicking, yeah.
Nitpicking?
Yeah. Nick.
Yeah.
I can't say it. Nitpicking. Nitpicking like every single thing that happens.
Yeah.
Um, but then afterwards, I go to school and I say, it's all right. Anyways, years later, I'm looking out the pool and I look at my nurse. I'm at my nurse's house, Tina, and I say, I watched this show before, but I didn't really get it. Maybe I should
Mhm.
give it another chance. And she's like, oh yeah, I used to watch the 80s version. And so we watched the 80s version. And it's okay, in my opinion.
Aw.
I'm sorry,
I
Bobby.
really like it.
Sorry. The
It's
only
okay.
thing that's interesting, I'm gonna sound like a total nerd right now. Spike's voice actor is the same exact one as Yoshi from Super Mario World, the cartoon.
Oh, wow.
And
What?
I swear to God, man, it's the same voice.
Yoshi,
Because,
really? Okay.
yeah, if you listen to Yoshi from the Super Mario World cartoon, I think it came out in the 90s. I
That's
think
the
it's the
one thing
same
you
one.
liked about it, is it had a voice
No,
actor and
that's
something? Oh.
I liked the story. It was interesting, but the part where I didn't like was all the characters, to me at least, on the episode that I saw, seemed like they weren't doing anything. Like, okay, one of them gets captured, and then they whine about it. Like, oh no, what are we gonna do? It's like,
Do you
God,
know which, iteration you watch? Because there's My Little Pony Tales, which is kinda more slice of life.
I
There's, like, My
think
Little Pony and Friends, which
I'm.
is more fantasy, and then there's the movie, which is also, like, kinda in that
I
universe.
watched. I don't know, but it was the '80s version for sure. I think it was in the second season. No, so yeah.
Mhm.
But all I saw the characters, and to me, they were just whining about their problems. They weren't actually doing anything, and they weren't. They weren't doing anything. Like they didn't. Like they were. I'm like, God, go save your friend. Go save your friend. Stop whining about it and do
They're kinda
something.
vicious in the old show, like, they're just kinda mean, everyone's kinda mean, but I like it, I think it's good.
Yeah, yeah. I might watch it again, but from my perspective, it wasn't good character writing. It didn't seem like real characters. It seemed like I don't know, like a but. It seemed like a bunch of teenage girls just whining about stuff. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I guess, one thing Lauren Faust wanted to bring to My Little Pony was a sense of like adventure and proactivity to like girls shows. That's one
Yeah,
thing she writes about a lot, which is that girls shows didn't have enough, proactive characters. So I think you might be in good company with that thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I told Tina, I'm like, yeah, this did all right, but like, I want to watch the new version. And at the time, the new version was C4 because, reminder, this is 2020. This isn't now what we actually have the new version that's apparently worse than C4.
Hmm.
Apparently. I don't
It's
know.
worse than all the generations.
Yeah.
I
Huh.
looked at the first episode animation of G5 and I'm like, it's crap. It's total crap. Look at this. All right, they have the movie that looks amazing, and then they just downgraded to a freaking PS3 game. Are you serious? The lighting's off. The animation looks weird. The character models look weird. Yeah.
Oh, going back a
What?
bit, I don't think you ever answered. Who's your favorite pony from?
Rainbow Dash.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense. You're
Yeah,
holding Rainbow Dash in the picture that you sent.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
yeah.
My friend Ali drew me that after when I was done with my graduation video production assignment. And that whole assignment, I said to myself, I'm gonna make an animation because everyone else, they do a live action film or whatnot. I always do the most insanest stuff ever. Like I don't go by the norm. If everyone else is like, okay, before people like went on and they made like they made like a music video. I made a music video with Minecraft Steve where I was wearing a Minecraft Steve head and dancing. You know, I don't do the norm stuff. So yeah, but this assignment I did, basically long story, I made an animation, a 2D animation called Just Jut, and it is probably the best thing I have ever made to this day.
Just Judd, okay.
Cause it's real. It's just a story of my life at the time and how I got over my problems and how I accepted myself for being nerdy and stuff and liking the random stuff that I like.
Mhm.
That's what it means. And like for a while in 2021, I was in this kind of period where I was really bummed out. I think I was seriously had like a bit of depression like that year,
Mhm.
like at the end of because at the end of 2020, um, I asked this girl out and she said nothing. She didn't tell me anything. I gave her a piece
Oh,
of paper,
no.
awkwardly ran away. She showed it to her friends, probably asking what do I do. Her friends laughed at it, and then she put the paper back into the thing and didn't tell me. And then I was bummed out then. I was also bummed out because my parents recently got divorced. But now I don't really care. They're doing
Ah,
they're
that's
doing good
hard.
now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but another thing was at the time, my mom was like, "Oh, how about you do something other than animation, like in college?" And I just was like, "Oh my god," you know, and, and everything kept building and building, and I was just bummed. Like the only thing that made me happy was when I would stream Doki Doki with my friends and we would just like have fun playing it, like making like boob jokes and stuff, around and stuff.
No, yeah,
Mhm.
I can totally relate to that. Like, I mean, for me, just like being into whatever cartoons, video games, it's a safe haven. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 definitely.
yeah. But when I did the animation, I got over it. Like there's a part where it's like all my problems and I'm like sad and stuff. And it's like my ego and whatever. And then I punch my ego in the face. And then I snap
Ooh.
away my problems. And when
Ego
I
death.
yeah,
Yeah.
when I do that, I felt so much better. Like it's like I literally did that mentally, but I physically drew it and it worked. Like it just worked. Like
That's amazing.
and then I
Oh, that's
stopped
awesome.
thinking about my problems. I just stopped thinking about it, after I
Mhm.
did that. And that was cool, cuz like I did it. I was happy, and
I
I
think I
look at that.
remember, yeah, when you were working on this animation, you sent it to
Yeah.
me in a rough draft version. I'll
Yeah.
definitely have a link to this in the description
Yeah.
of the podcast, by the
It's
way.
quite good. I
Yeah.
do like it.
It took me like I want to say 8 weeks actually.
You were working on it for quite some time.
The final day I woke up at 9 a.m. and finished it at 3 a.m.
Well,
Woo!
Then I edited the outro and everything else, and then it was 4 in the morning.
That's like more than 18 hours, isn't it?
the greatest thing was my one thing about this which was holding me back. And I'm glad I didn't let my worries, let my ego take over and whatnot. Was will people think I'm weird for the stuff I like?
Mm.
Everyone saw the animation and they freaking cheered louder, I think, on my animation than any other person's video that day. I had people, I had one of my friends who was a girl come up to me and hug me. My friends
Wow.
came up to me and said that was amazing. And
That's really awesome.
yeah, and I there I was I'm sorry, hang on. Speak English, okay. Um, even the guy in the class who's an animator said to me that it was amazing. And my teacher told me that I had a gift and that I could do it. I could be an animator. And she said, you could do it, Judd. I don't, you have something that not a lot of people have. And on the final day on graduation, she told me that I could just do it. And I could be an animator. And
Mhm.
that
Wow.
was like
That
That's a
must
victory
yeah.
lap
the
right there. You
coolest
just passed the finish line
Must have
thing.
been a really sweet
for
end
that
to the
phase.
high school years, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, nowadays, stuff's been going better. My parents are cool. They're cool with each other. My
Mhm.
mom saw the animation, sees my AMVs and stuff. And now, she's like, yeah, do creative stuff. She called me talented once recently.
Ah, that must have felt really good.
And
Yeah.
she's like, nowadays, she's like, oh yeah, man, there was a high school with animation. We should have put you in there. And it's like, wow.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
like my
wow.
mom believes in me now. I think she always did. But before, she's like, oh, you gotta do it practical. You gotta do it practical. But now she realizes, I think that I have all these talents, and I can do it. Because before she was like, oh, why don't you be a child life specialist? But now she's like, oh yeah, just do creative stuff. Make stuff. And I show her my AMVs, and she's like, oh my god, these are amazing. You got a talent with timing and stuff, and matching it really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
yeah, I think that's one thing all creatives struggle with is how do you balance your practical life with your creative life? That's that's definitely a deep thing.
Yeah.
it was just really sweet. I,
Yeah.
it because for a while I just thought my mom didn't really believe that I could do animation as a career, do whatever I'm gonna do as a career. And I really want to do animation, but now I think she's
Yo, what's up? We're doing the
oh hey,
podcast.
let's go again. Bullshit.
Yeah, what's up?
Ah, but now I feel like she
Yeah.
believes in me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great time for Baltics
Are
to
Great
you
drop
timing.
are
in
you
there.
are you gonna please keep that in? Please
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
that
yeah.
in.
We'll
Yeah,
keep
You
well,
that
gotta
for
in.
keep
sure.
that
Of course. Of course.
Oh
in.
my. Anyways, can I ask one more question and then we'll go on our break?
Yeah.
How did you find our server, Captive Unicorn server?
Well, I get into My Little Pony, I really get into it, figure out that's a really, really good show, and tell my dad I'm a brony. Holy shit. He goes, what? And then I tell my mom, she goes, okay, that's kind of weird, but then they accept that it's just a show, and I even tell my dad, and he even thinks that's pretty good, and my mom thinks that's interesting, but she likes the art. Anyways, then I look up every single thing. First Brony video was the Brony music video. Basically the Weird Al Brony parody that Animated James did, but like Vivo Reverie, like animated it all. Still one of my favorite videos. Pony related videos. Blah blah blah. Got into random stuff. Blah blah blah. Underground stuff. Blah blah blah. sgap. Blah blah blah. sgap Reddit. Oh hey, there's an sgap Reddit. Oh hey, there's a Discord server. Oh hey, cool. Click, boom, pop.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
wait a
how it
minute.
goes, huh?
And then I realized, wait, Boby, were you in Scooter Tricks, like the server?
No, I still haven't even watched it.
You were in a server that I was in or something. No. We talked on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, we did talk on Twitter. That was
We
when I was in
talked.
the hospital and like you were in the hospital at the same time and we like got out at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We talked
That was
on
a fun bonding
Twitter.
experience.
Yeah. That's how we met.
And you made the fan art of my pony.
Yeah. Do you
Oh,
still
I
have
didn't even
that?
know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I still
Cool.
have that.
Cool. What's funny is I actually watched the sgap documentary like before all of this. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's so funny because, like, I watch these things and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Probably won't meet the people who made it. And then I meet the people who makes it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
Yeah. I
Wow.
mean,
Yeah.
the community really does welcome people with open arms, and I think everyone's down to meet anyone who's interested to talk about SCAP or just, art online in general.
I just think it's amazing you're one of the most active members in the server. Like, you're always ready to hop into voice chat whenever.
Yeah, see, this is because I don't really have much to do. So, like, I just join. And, like, honestly, talking to online friends, it's good because, like, sometimes you're lonely and you're like, oh my god, all my friends are busy with work. Boo! I want to
Mhm.
talk to people.
Yeah,
And
I
then
feel that.
yeah.
Feel that one.
And you talk to your online friends and you're like, great! Now I have friends.
Yeah.
More friends. I have more friends. I met Scooter Tricks and Don Somewhere. When I met Don Somewhere, I kind of fanboyed.
Oh,
Cause
yeah.
like
Would
I
too.
love Rainbow Dash Presents. That's like my favorite parody series just in general. And I met him and I was like, oh my god, Don Somewhere. Oh, I was like, wow, it's
Yeah.
you. Hi, I really like Rainbow Dash Presents. And he's like, oh yeah, thanks. And I'm
Where
like,
did you meet
great.
him?
In this server.
Oh, cool.
We
The
actually,
Captive Unicorn server or the Scooter
nah,
Trick server?
the Don Somewhere server. He has his own
Oh,
server.
there's okay.
But it's
Yeah.
secret. Only certain people can come in. Oh, but apparently also when I first joined, they were talking about Greg cult. Really freaks me out. But hey, that's their stuff.
What is it? Greg?
Oh, yeah, they have like a cult with like Don Somewhere or whatever. Apparently, I don't know.
Interesting.
I know, right? Really freaked me out. But and then they were saying, "Oh yeah, you can join." I'm like, "Hey, I'm not sure. I don't want to. I'm kind of scared when you brought up the sacrificing goats thing. I don't think I'm really gonna be
Mm,
into that. But
yeah.
hey, you guys do your thing. I'll just be in nowhere near you guys in real life. And then later on, they're like, oh yeah, we were just screwing with you, mate. And I was like, really? Really? Okay. I was in high school one time, and we had like the career thing, right? And then
Mhm.
like this, oh my god, this Indian guy comes in, right? Wait, listen. Wait.
Okay,
No,
okay.
that's not it. That's not it. Wait. You
What's
got
the rest? What's the rest?
no. Listen. He had such a thick Indian accent that you couldn't even understand what he was saying half the
Oh
time.
no.
Bruh.
And I was like, don't laugh. Just in my head.
Mario, you can't say that.
No, I was just like, I can't laugh. Cause like sometimes, when you laugh at like the wrong moment and like you
Yeah.
don't mean to laugh, but you laugh. It's like you can't laugh. Don't laugh. And I was like fighting with myself. Like,
Oh my god.
but that's how crazy it was. Like, oh my god, man. It was just like, oh no.
Okay.
But he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
High school never ends.
We should get
It does.
back to the scap or to the sgap.
Or the
Just
scat
quick,
man.
the scap man himself, David.
Yes.
Judd, how do you pronounce it, by the way? How do you pronounce the abbreviation of so great and powerful?
Oh man, this is gonna be really complicated. It's either sgap or scap 0098. Something like that.
Brilliant.
So you're on team sgap?
Yeah,
Thank God.
Or team Key Smash.
I can't really do scat music, so that was my attempt. I failed. Thank you very much.
Is it because of the number stations in his
Yeah.
music?
Yeah,
Right.
Right. Alright.
number 9.
Like, do you have a favorite and a least favorite sgap song?
Favorite in history, maybe.
Same as
Nice.
Bulk.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
that is
That's
Bulk's
cool.
favorite.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, here's why. I listened to it, and you know when you have those moments where you listen to some music, and then it's like building up, and it has a climax point, and then like your brain like feels like like fuzzy and stuff. It's like whoa, it's like mind blowing or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what to call that. It's like it's really
Euphoria?
good. Maybe yeah. Well, it's like that for like this song, and I like it because I like when it's classical music, but they screw with it so
Yeah, the
it sounds
piano.
like different.
There's a really good build up. And it's
I
also about Rainbow Dash, your favorite pony.
yeah yeah
True.
yeah. I yeah um but with like the classical stuff with like modern day stuff, some of the uh albums I like, like Weezer's Okay Human or like some of the songs that like Kanye West does,
Mm.
where they take classical and they like, screw with it to make it like classical, but like some modern stuff, but they make it sound so amazing that it's like a totally new experience,
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
sampling does. It's really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were also
Mhm.
talking earlier before we started recording about how much you like Pogo. And he also does a lot of sampling. Huh?
Yeah, I wanna make music like Pogo, 'cause I used to listen to a lot of his stuff, and that's actually how I found sgap. I looked up My Little Pony Pogo music or whatever, and I actually found Pinkie Pie Swear before that, and then I found sgap.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, sgap is certainly doing pogo music on the standard model.
yeah, that's my favorite album because of that.
Your favorite album of all time or your favorite sgap
No, favorite
project?
sgap. My favorite album of all time is Lemon Demon Spirit Phone, but I'm sure you guys
Which we were
and
also talking about before the podcast.
Yeah.
everyone else probably knows I like Lemon Demon because in my videos I use a lot of his music. Like, a lot. I also got into Lemon Demon around like 2018, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I listen to a lot of music. Like, I could go from like my I could go from like 1970s rock to like Death Grips to like I don't know, like some rap to like
Yeah.
Ghetto Boys stuff to like some freaking what to like
Vocaloid.
yeah to like Vocaloid to like They Might Be Giants to like everything.
Tally Hall.
Yeah,
You've got a
Telly
lot of
Hall.
range.
Except country. I'm not really a big fan of country.
No, nobody is, huh?
Like
Country is like so hated on, huh?
some songs are good, but it had to be specific.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of country. No offense to any country listeners, you do you, but no.
Speaking of genre, like what would you call the genre that sgap makes, that's not the pogo stuff, just like generally? Or have you only heard the pogo stuff? Like how much have you heard from him?
The Pogo stuff, the second album, the Scooter Tricks thing, which was fun fact, the Scooter Tricks track was inspired by the Ask Pink Amina Tumblr blog, which I
Wait, this
am.
the scooter? You mean the Scootaloo?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it's inspired. The Ask Pink Amina Tumblr blog.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I've heard about it.
inspired by that. It like literally takes some lines from the blog's ending
Yeah.
Yeah.
and puts it in the song, and I'm a fan of the blog. Call me weird, I don't care. Oh well,
You're a defender of Never 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 then.
yeah, I like that song. It's
I think
cool.
it's a good song. I can see where people are coming from on the history and the blog being a bit dodgy.
Yeah, 'cause it's like mixes like it's kind of creepy, but it's kind of nice at the same time.
It's creepypasta stuff, just like what we were talking about earlier.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And it can be
I don't know.
intriguing.
I guess it's a just me thing. I'm
You
very
know,
into things.
a lot of people consider that their least favorite SCAP song because of that reason, but do
What?
you have a least favorite SCAP song?
I don't know. I mean, like, I only listen to like a couple of this stuff, right? So like,
So you haven't done a deep dive on everything.
not really.
That's okay. I think there are quite a few people that haven't heard everything, and I even want to have people on this podcast that haven't heard like any SCAP songs, or maybe just a handful that are just community members, and seeing what they think of everything from a bit of a non fan perspective.
I kind of felt like
Yeah.
kind of bad because I'm in the edge when I joined the server when I was there for a while, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm not really like a huge mega fan like these people are.
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
we still welcome anyone to come
Yeah.
and hang out, of course. It's just,
Ye-
maybe you won't know what's going on if we get on like an SCAP related tangent, like
Mhm.
No.
revolving around Tumblr posts he made like 10 years ago or
Oh
something, and
yeah.
we're trying to crack the code.
Like I would get some stuff, but like I wouldn't get all of it. Like for me, I got into like My Little Boy Toy Toy. I researched the heck out of it, and I learned about the entire history of the fandom in probably 2 years or a year. Like, I see, okay, so you see, like, oh, it's just the normal, like, reviewers. But then you start to see the underground crap, and that's where I'm like, oh, yeah. Everyone else thinks of the pony fandom as innocent and stuff. I think of the pony fandom as giving me freaking nightmare fuel and weird stuff to watch at like 4 in the morning.
For
My
sure.
leg is cramping. Ow.
Ow.
I'm just kind of reflective right now, thinking about how Mirrors for Princes was like 6 years ago.
What is
Like
that?
from this day, that is one of sgap's like aliases after sgap that he did for a very short time. And Captive Unicorns is also like it's like 3 years old. That passed a couple
Wow.
weeks ago. He likes to go on hiatus for multiple years. So hopefully, I mean, January, you know, is a time where he has released new things and then left for another 3 years. January is almost over right now from the time we're recording this, so maybe we're not getting our tri-yearly SCAP release, unfortunately.
SCAP has to release like a G5 song that like makes people interested in the show.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah. What are the odds
I
of
don't
SCAP
know.
doing G5 music?
That would be like I think that would be very uncharacteristic but hilarious. You know, if you want to hear G5 SCAP stuff, not exactly that, but
Go to
stuff in
Bulk
that realm.
Bulk and
Yeah.
listen
Wazzle.
to Bulk's.
You could listen to Twazzle. You can also listen to Magic Makes It All Complete.
Yeah, that one.
Someday Both of Us Will Meet. It's a really great song.
I
It's
like.
like a Plunderphonics G5 song. Not quite an SCAP ripoff per se, but it's very good.
It's better than SCAP.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Say it here. Bulk Bulk
No,
and
it's really fucking good.
Bulk and music is better than SCAP's music. You heard it here.
We're making some
Controversial
claims.
opinion. You could if you want, you know, I have a lightsaber. And a guitar, hero guitar, you know, we could do like a battle fully coolie style, you know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
disagree with my claim, so yeah.
Do you have any like just like closing thoughts about these SCAP topics before we can get to your big backstory that you've been hyping up?
Yeah, I like how SCAP is anonymous. Like, I've thought
Mhm.
about it. Like, I watched this one YouTube video, and they were talking about old YouTube and how it was so much better, and how everyone just like did whatever they wanted. And like it was on the front page, and like YouTube's really changed since then. Now it's a bunch of, hey guys, look at Jimmy Fallon do the goofy thing, and it's like, shut the frick up, man. I want to watch freaking stuff like Smots or like Filthy Frank or like freaking. I want to watch the guys that are like crazy guys do crazy things, you know. I don't want to watch TV on freaking Google. I want to watch video essays about anime. I want to watch freaking animated stuff, like freaking music videos. I want to see that. But unfortunately, the way YouTube is built now, whoops, I guess there's no need for animators or like any actual creative people to be on the front page. Nah, you gotta find those for yourself, buddy. It's like, man, what the fudge? Like, it's dumb. It's dumb. I miss the old YouTube. I miss when actual people would be on the front page instead of just corporations or stupid news or whatever else, man. It's
You
dumb.
know, I very much vibe with the sentiment. I will say, however, in very recent times, when I'm browsing YouTube, it's been recommending me and all my friends just, like, random super low viewed videos from, like, super small channels,
Oh,
and I
really?
think it started yeah, I think it started doing that recently, maybe in response in like, I don't think they made a big announcement about it or anything, but, maybe it's just so they can push smaller channels. I found some crazy stuff that just comes up on my home feed or
Yeah.
my side recommended,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, but that's like your home feed, right? I'm talking about like on the actual front page when you
Like when
don't
you're not
log
logged
in.
in? Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
Oh,
it was
well,
more
that's
like,
just been, like, worthless for the past however many
dude,
years, right?
oh my god, I just wish that when people thought of like certain like YouTube, they would think, "Oh, look at this website where you can make whatever." I mean, they still think of that, but like when you go to the site, it's like, "Oh, great, dumb stuff." And I really don't like. Okay, here's another controversial opinion. Storytime animators. I love them,
Oh.
but I don't like when you say YouTube animator and people think, oh, storytime animators. No, no, it's not the same thing. It's like, yeah, okay, they animate, but like before, they didn't really animate. They were animatics, and they weren't animation. It would really make me upset.
You know
Because
what? I think you would like Newgrounds. Have you ever explored
I
Newgrounds?
freaking love Newgrounds.
Yeah,
I
I
love
figured.
Newgrounds. I'm also I'm sorry. I'm kind of a nerd, so like I go on like nerdy tangents where it's like, oh no,
I
you
think
don't say you don't call animators this thing properly. That's screwed up. Like my teacher used to screw with me by just calling animated movies cartoon movies. This
mm,
made me so upset. And he's like, yeah, Toy Story cartoon movie. I'm like, no, it's freaking 2D. I mean, it's not. It's an animated movie. See, I just screwed up, and I got mad at myself there. No, I'm like, no, it's an animated movie. It's not the same thing as a cartoon. I mean, it is, but it's not. You don't just call anime cartoon. You don't know. It's
mm.
they're different. There's a
I call
difference.
anime cartoons.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, I guess they are. Technically, I don't know. I'm just kind of a nerdy
I
guy.
think
And
it's good to be passionate about very specific things.
I'm passionate about animation. Every single thing I like, I would say it's related to animation. Like heck, man, even video games, those are animated, but like everything I've been into, like the phases and stuff,
I
it's like
really feel
animation.
you there, yeah. I
Cause like,
love animation.
yeah, cause like it's
Same.
like, oh, Toy Story, I love that. Oh, freaking Simpsons, love that. Milo Pony, I really like that for a while, and still do. Anime, it's like wow, and it's like cool that I got to animate now, cause it's like it's almost like perfect because the stuff I liked about My Little Pony and its fandom and it's like all its crazy stuff translated like so perfectly into like the anime that I watch now, you know? Cause
Yeah.
hey,
Mhm.
is it a coincidence that I mostly watch freaking slice of life? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. But
Yeah, there's a big overlap between the anime fandom and the My Little Pony fandom. I
yeah,
got into ponies first before I got into anime
yeah.
myself.
I like how sgap is anonymous. And I've been thinking about this for a while. I have videos with my face in it, whatever, vlogs, whatever. And I was like, yeah, those are cool. But like, what if I like just went anonymous? Like still people would know. Oh, it's just Judd. But like, what if I like, I don't know. I had a thought about just going anonymous. But
I think, I've definitely, like, also fantasized about that and, like, maybe just, like, dropping everything and becoming, like, a performance artist or something stupid like that. But the fact of the matter is, for me, I just like talking to people too much, and I like having the validation of my friends, like, like, saying things about my art too much for me to just
Well,
not have any of that in my
It's a
life, you
big
know?
sacrifice,
yeah,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's a
like,
huge sacrifice.
yeah, yeah, it is. And it's crazy how, like, sgap, like, just got rid of, like, all of his stuff in, like, a second or something. It's like, wow, okay. Like, I,
Mhm.
I unlisted when, recently, I was kind of bummed out, and I just unlisted all my videos. Essentially, I did what's called doing an sgap, also known as, oh my god, I screwed up, oh god, I screwed up, oh my god, my entire history's gone, oh no. But I unlisted them, and that is literally what I was thinking all night. I couldn't sleep, I was scared, and I also think my videos and my art and stuff is like my history as my history to the world. I mean, yeah,
Right.
it's small, but like something.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, one of the
Mhm.
risks of putting yourself out there on the internet is that fear of being known, and I think we all
I never
experience
had
that.
that. I
Really?
never had
Well,
that.
isn't that what you're just talking about? The anxiety of, like, putting yourself out
Well,
there?
yeah, like I guess, but like I don't
That's what
know.
you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
confused. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but like, yeah, I made everything public. After that, I realized that that was dumb, and then I just made like 4 videos to like say, hey, I'm sorry. Here's a bunch of videos. All right, thanks. Good. Bye.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm glad
but
they're back up.
Yeah.
yeah, me too. Cause like I like them, and it's funny because like I'm the only. So I had a Skype group, and we all made YouTube videos on like Minecraft stuff. My channel is the only one still up, still
Oh, wow.
active, and still going to this day.
Wow.
So yeah, I've been doing it since I was 11. And like the day my dad said, "Okay, you can have a YouTube channel," I was like so excited. I made that little stop motion with Mario and the Sonic fighting, and
The rest was history.
yeah,
Speaking of history,
Yeah, speaking of history, you gotta tell us about your history. Yeah.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
what's your backstory? I'm
I have a
excited to hear
very
it.
complicated backstory. It all started back in the war. No, I'm kidding.
You should spill it all out with whatever you're comfortable with everyone hearing.
This isn't Fallout 4. This is the life of God. No, okay. So I was born early, 24 weeks, and I was born around like 2003. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's, and then
24
I
weeks early or
yeah, 24
uh
weeks early,
oh, okay.
because I wanted to come out on my mom's birthday. Like
Oh.
exactly
Oh,
on my mom's birthday. Like I was
wow.
ready. I was like, I want to be in this world. Um, so uh,
You just couldn't wait.
yeah, I
You're
could.
too excited.
Yeah, and there was apparently from um I'm kind of like doing this from memory and doing this from like the notes my dad took
Mhm.
because I can't remember it all. So I had a ventilator damage in my airway, and
Mm.
I needed a tracheostomy at 3.5 months old. Uh,
Mhm.
so basically, what happened was I had a ventilator tube, which is like a tube that goes down your throat and into your lungs, and I
Mm.
pulled it out a lot. But hey, they could always put it back in. One day
Okay.
they couldn't put it back in, and I couldn't breathe. So I was
Oh, no.
like choking, and they needed to literally come in, cut a hole in my throat, and put a tracheostomy in my neck. And that helped me breathe. It's a tube that helps you breathe, basically. Uh,
Mm.
so that is tube number one. All right, everyone keep track. Tube number
One
one.
of
All
3,
right.
right?
Yeah, we're doing a test
Hey, no
afterwards.
spoilers.
Sorry.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler alert. You spoiled the 3rd tube. What the hell, dude?
So, at 16 months, my small intestine, where we absorb nutrition, got twisted up. So
Oh,
basically,
no.
Oh, no.
I had something happen where like my small intestine just like knotted itself, like if you like tie a knot in like a rope or something.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it did that. So yeah, that wasn't good. And so I lost 96% of it. So I needed IV nutrition, which I get through a tunneled central line called a Broviac each day. And basically, my Broviac is like in a vein that's right next to my heart.
Mm.
Mm.
Because it's located in my chest. So I would say it's like in a vein right next to my heart. I don't know which vein, but it's near it.
Okay.
Uh, so basically, it's basically like a vein outside of your body, pretty much. That's what it is, pretty much. So I get all my nutrition from TPN. Uh, you know that, like vitamin D and like vitamin A and all that good stuff, you know.
Yeah. But you still can eat, right? Because you were
Yeah,
talking about eating soup earlier.
yeah, I can. Yeah, but that's different, you know.
Okay.
So I also had a G tube, uh, which basically helped me eat, and I had one, and I still have one. I still have one, but before COVID, I finally learned how to eat, and then I had a lot of hospitalizations, and it's been hard, but basically, I've had a lot of hard stuff in my life. I had a lot of crazy hospital adventures, uh, and nobody thought I was gonna make it, like at all. Like they were like, when I was baby, they're like, okay, he's probably not gonna make it till he's like 2. And when I was
Uh,
9, they're like, hey, enjoy what you got with them. And now I'm 19 and I graduated high school and I'm going into college. And
Wow,
on my
that's awesome.
graduation day, my parents were like so happy. They were like, I don't know. They were so happy. That was cool. But, oh yeah, and also my trach, I don't have a trach anymore. I got that out last year. And they
Oh,
filled in the hole. No, sorry, I got that out in 2021. My bad. They filled in the hole last year, and now I don't have. I just have a normal neck. I have a little neck scar, but like that's about it, you know. And it's cool, living without a tube in your neck. I have more freedom now. I could go outside and
yeah. And swim?
well, I mean, I always could, but like I always had to have like a
Okay.
nurse or like a parent near me, and now
Mm,
like I can
okay.
just go out and like do whatever, you know?
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now
That's really great.
I can also eat by mouth now. So
Okay.
now
Mhm.
my my I mean, yeah, my main goal is like to become an animator, but like for me in general, my goal is to not have any tubes in my body one day. That would be nice, you know.
Yeah, that would be.
But
What
hey,
about YouTube?
I like it. Yeah,
YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube, YouTube, the YouTube
You could
backstory.
keep the YouTube.
I could keep the YouTube. What? Oh no! Come on, that's like a dad joke. I was like, what? That legitimately took me a second. Like, what are you What? The you?
Sorry, it's too easy.
Mm,
No,
yeah.
I'll
How does
keep
it
the
feel?
YouTube.
Um, how does it feel to you, like beating out those odds that you said? Um,
Dude, I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
I barely remember like when I was a baby. I don't remember like any of that.
Yeah.
I think I have this memory, but it's kind of crazy. All right. So basically, what happened was everything was going fast forward in my life when I was a baby. Like really fast, like on a VCR, you just like press fast forward. It's like, and then it's like stops,
Hmm.
and I wake up. It's like, I don't know, like my third birthday or fourth birthday or something. And like, that's my earliest memory. I don't know if that was either a dream or like that was just my mind literally like fast forwarding out like all the bad stuff.
So it's like, when your life flashes before your eyes,
That,
but the inverse.
yeah, like I swear to God, that actually happened to me. Like I just have like this little memory of it. It's like so weird.
Yeah.
But
Wow,
yeah, and
that's
then
cool.
I just started living life. Yeah, but I do remember there have been some hard times that I do remember. And honestly, I don't really remember them. Like it's like I only remember the good memories. Like, yeah, okay, I remember some stuff that sucked, but like afterwards I was like one time I had a manometry and it's when they stick a thing down your butt and stick a thing like in like here in my G tube, and they would starve me, and that was hell on the last day because I was just starving and I just fell asleep and it was hell. But then, wait for it. They took the tubes out and they put back my G tube, and then my my whole body was like 3, 2, 1, and it was back to normal like that. And I'm like, all right, guys. So when are we going to Target? Like I just went.
Yeah.
I was. I've always been like
Yeah.
positive in my life.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
sure, sometimes I feel bummed out, and yeah, sure, sometimes life does suck, and there are sucky moments for sure, but like, I never let them get in my way. I'm not like one of those people who's like, oh, I have tubes in my body. Oh, feel bad for me. Oh, man, life sucks, man. I have tubes in my body. I
Are
have
there
to get.
people like that?
There are people like that. There
Oh,
are people like that. And it's like, why would you be like that? It's like, yeah, I have tubes in my body, but I can do everything you can do and
Right,
more
right.
and more some. I make like a lot of stuff on the internet. And like, I like being on the bright side of life where I'm like, okay, I have tubes, but like, it's normal to me. Like other people are like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. But for me, it's like, oh, okay, I'm getting hooked up to my IV. All right.
yeah, it's just your life, right?
When I go
Yeah.
into search, use the mic. Hey, can you play the one song? Cool, cool. All right, let's do it. When like
Sweet.
when one time I had an allergic reaction to peanuts, I was in the hospital, and like I was like, oh man, I have allergic reaction. And they're like, okay, so what you want to do? I'm like, hey, are you gonna do it in my leg? Yeah. All right, cool, thanks. And they're like, okay. And then like
Been there, done
afterwards,
that.
the doctor told my dad, she's like, you guys are the chillest people ever. Like, your son was just totally cool, and then you're just over here ironing, like, his clothes. And he's like, yeah, we've been through this a lot. Like, I've been in the hospital so much, I find the hospital, pulse ox monitor. Um, yeah, I was in the hospital for my first 2 years, 8.5 months. Yeah, so I've been like in and out of the hospital a lot in my life. But like nowadays though, I'm doing great. You know, I when I get sick, I get over it pretty fast, which is amazing for me. My
Nice.
immune system is stronger. I'm actually growing. This is something I wasn't growing for like the longest time, and that's what they were worried about. But then I just started to grow. We changed like formulas or something. I just started to grow. Yeah, but everything's been good, knock on wood,
Yeah,
I'm glad.
me too.
And it's been really great to get to know you and to have you be a part of the community. I think a lot of people are really gracious to have you around, and I especially like your frequent posting in the general chat of just your life
Yeah.
updates and just
Yeah,
whatever. Like you're like, hey, I went to Japantown today. I got this anime. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, that's fucking sweet.
yeah. All my Discord servers, I just like say hi, and then I just tell them like what I did in my life. And it's like, okay, either people can listen or like they can just be like, okay, who cares? It's like, I don't care. And I'm like, yeah, I like it. I like telling people what I did
Mhm.
because it's cool.
You get up to some fun adventures. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like I go to Japantown with my dad. We're near San Francisco, so we take like the BART to like San Francisco, and then we go to Japantown. We hang out there, and then we go like to like some comic book stores and whatnot, and we just have fun. We go on wacky adventures. Yeah, I love going on drives with my dad. We just like listen to music and stuff, and we talk, and it's like really fun. But I like hanging out with my mom too. My mom's more busy because she's a teacher. But when we hang out, we watch movies and we like talk and we like do other stuff, you know? But it's cool.
Yeah. I've especially liked your Acid Unicorn sets.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
really great to see you throw something together for that or just show off your AMVs or whatever it ends up
Yeah.
being.
Everyone else does like these grand things. And then for me, it's like, Boby's like, oh, yeah, we're doing that to the unicorns. And I'm like, wait, when is that? And I'm like, oh, yeah, tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow? Oh. And so, like, I just scramble to, like, put something together, like, most of the time.
That's the way to do it.
I had an idea about making a short film for it with, like, me and my friend Rayhan. He's my neighbor. He's, like, one of my best friends. And about, like, sgap and, like, how he's, like, a evil parasite shapeshifter kind of thing in his music. It's like hypnotizing people and like how we like have to like kill sgap and it's called like the end of sgap. It's like a parody of like Evangelion or something like that. I've had this I had this idea for like a while, but like I don't know, I'm gonna have to talk to my friend. See, the hardest thing is like how the heck are you supposed to explain this to someone who like I told my friend Rayon, hey, I like My Little Pony, and I started talking about how much I like it. He kind of just stared at me for a while, and he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. but hey, it's a thing, and it's stuff that I like. I like a lot of stuff, and my mind's pretty busy. Oh, I'm always thinking about something.
Do you have any things that you've been thinking about that you want to share as some final closing thoughts for the episode? I think we are running around the length at this point. I
Uh,
think we've touched most of the questions as well.
well, I mean, I am doing that like keyframe animation thing with like the video game visual novel characters. That's like my biggest project because like I've been doing this since like December. Um,
Mhm.
the thing that mostly holds me back is like I don't know what to do at this part. Oh, I guess I'll just wait
Been
until
there.
tomorrow and I just add something like each day or something like that.
That's me with songs. It's like I do a substantial amount of it, and then it's like, oh, there's so much missing. What do I do now? And then I try like 1,000 things and none of them work, and then I get sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also, um, oh frick. Oh my god, I was gonna say something, I forgot. No!
You should
Yeah,
remember it. Have you tried that?
yeah. I,
Shit.
I'm this year though. I'm just gonna try to like make stuff, just in general stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm in the process of, well, I have been making a new mashup album. Well, I have been technically in this project for like 2, 3 years if you count this year. Uh, it's called 85 bits. What have we done? And it's originally it was gonna be like, hey, what if I take like songs that are like dark and edgy, you put them like with songs that are like lighthearted and fun. But now it's just kind of like anime mashups and like other stuff. Like I made this one song with Pickle Rick and the whole song. So the inspiration with this song was my friend Oreo and I watched this video where this guy's like Pickle Rick, psychopath Pickle, and we were like laughing so hard at like how he said that, and then Oreo's like, hey, what if you just made a whole matchup and like the whole song was just him saying Pickle Rick like in different ways. And I'm like, oh yeah, that could work. So I
Did you
made
post
it.
that to Butsneys?
Yeah, that's the song. So I made that, and I showed it to Oreo, and he's like, "This is the most cursed thing you've ever made."
I'd have to agree.
I love it. I'm like, it's the best thing I ever made, and I finished it on Halloween. And like I loved it. I'm like, yes, this is hilarious. It's
So you
just
want to end all the
ridiculous.
listeners off with a good Pickle Rick
Yeah,
tangent
yeah,
for the
Pickle
ride
Rick.
home.
Go check out picklerick.com at www.picklerick.com.
That's right. And you can follow Mario on his accounts and check out
Yeah,
his stuff.
go. Yeah, yeah. I have a Bandcamp where I upload my mashups for free. So if you want to like download them, you can. That would be nice. But mostly go look at my YouTube. That's my best work is on there.
All right.
Mostly.
Well, we really appreciate you coming on and sharing your story and telling us about Pickle Rick and all the
Yeah.
everything else. I
Wait,
agree.
does
I
this
think it
mean
was really good.
does this this mean I beat Bulk?
Yeah.
Yes! Yeah, I win! Take
Get
that,
fucked.
Bulk! Next Sats and Unicorns, I'm gonna make a set that's like crazier than yours. I'm gonna make it like totally not make sense. Probably. I don't actually know what I'm doing next Sats and Unicorns, but yeah,
Alright. Thank you, Judd.
yeah, no problem.
See you on the next episode, every pony. Bye.
See you next time. And now for some important messages. Ding dong.
Wet pickle, buddy. Pickle, baby. Pickle Rick, pickle Rick, pickle Rick, pickle Rick, pickle. You psychopath, pickle.
Goodbye.
Mario.